Neonicotinoids, I guess that's neonicotinoids, a chemical used in all agriculture, supposed to be used just on seeds and some low-level spraying. But that's one of the problems with bumblebees and regular honeybees. It's killing them, especially when the bee is contaminated by the chemical, flies back to the nest. It can basically, if it's a honeybee nest, you're talking tens of thousands of honeybees basically being killed, even though it's just one little honeybee. Because it does, for a honeybee, it does this little dance and they all swarm into the field. And they pollinate in place, and they pick up the chemical, they go back to their nest and wipe out the nest. Kind of like stupid humans. Hey, what we do. And in the bumblebee population, since they're so fragile, killing the queen, and there's no more nest. And there's no more next year. And they want the stuff banned. The EPA says, well, it's the same thing. Chemical company says, yeah, what's a few honeybees? And if you happen to be a honeybee keeper, what's a few honeybees? You mean, what's a few colonies? And farmers are finding that out too. Farmers who happen to have beehive have seen a decline in their bees, and it's the stuff they're spraying on their crops. So what does the farmers do? They don't use it. They're looking for other things like drones to kill the weeds. Or the old saying, what do we do about the weeds? Hire someone to go in there. Americans won't do that. Right. Americans won't do that. Well, what you do is you call a Spanish employment agency, and they will find you workers who don't speak English, and they will work all day, and you pay the agency, and the agency pays them. I think that's what's called indentured servants or servitude. Before 1865, it was called slave labor. After 1865, I think it was still called slave labor. But that is a real problem. And it's a real problem for wildlife. It can simply wipe out a species of wildlife. It's not good in your water system. Hey, it will migrate into your water system. Because where do you think all that water goes? You spray it on there, it kills a few bugs, and gets in your water system. Oh! Are you saying your son has cancer? I wonder how that caused. You live in a farming community and your son has cancer? Above the norm? Gee, it must be all the stuff they're spraying. Yes, all the stuff they're spraying. But farmers are not known to retire, which is, they're not really known to retire to Florida because the chemicals they use usually kills them. But that's a my opening thing. I will get my correct word for it.